Showbiz Shelly behind the scenes of American Idol. Of course, the big finales this week. And I'm here with Hollie Cavanagh. I made it to the top 5. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So, Hollie, you were one of my favorites on the show because, first of all, you sort of have this redemption story almost where you tried out last season, you didn't make it through, and now you made it to the top 5. Why don't you tell everybody what that was like?
It's definitely a crazy thing to think about. I mean, I didn't even make top 24 last year, and then I just kind of went back and really worked hard for a year, and then came back, and I, got top 4 this year, so I was like, I can't really complain. I was just really proud.
Yeah. Was there any part of you that was like, oh, I don't want to go back because they didn't like me the first time?
No, not really. I think I was just kind of like, especially with Jennifer's advice, I think I was just, really determined to just really work hard. And, if you really want to do something, you can't like just go at it one time and then be like, oh, it didn't work out, I'm done. You kind of have to keep going for it. So it's just kind of what I did.
Right, and I remember from season 10, you always struck me, you were so cute because you were always so shy, but you had this big voice. Would you say that that's something you've worked on over the course of the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I definitely think like I'm coming out of my shell a lot more, like even on stage-wise too. I'm not so just kind of like timid and really just shy. I think, it takes practice and, it takes time to grow, and I just think that's what I'm doing. So
I remember in particular, I think Jimmy Iovine told you, Hollie, you need to open up a little. Was there any one judge in particular that really had an impact on you?
Well, I think all of them told me I needed to open up. I think it was like everyone that told me that. But I mean, but I think I was definitely, really close to Jennifer only because, I think a lot of girls are, especially in this competition, and because, she's like a very strong, powerful woman in the music industry. Mm-hmm. So it's something like we want to be. So, it's something we can connect with her on. So
when you go on stage, is there anything you think of to sort of get you in that space?
I kind of just think about my song and try not to overthink it, because I at the beginning I did tend to do that, and I think when I sat down and talked with Jimmy, I realized that was my, biggest problem was, over like, oh, I have to have a high note here, and I have to do this high note, and I have to do this and that, and I was really overthinking it. So I think once I just was like, okay, just forget it and do what you just do on your own, and I did that, then, it kind of came into its own.
I have to say, too, you had some of the cutest clothes on the show.
Thank you.
Did you love getting dressed up every week?
Yeah, that was definitely like my second favorite part of the show. I loved all the clothes and the shoes. So I remember when I would be with Soy, and she'd be like, "That's so cute," and I'm like, "No, I mean I like it, I love it." I was like, "Let's keep shopping."
It's not a bad deal, huh?
No, not at all.
One of the things too that I think is so interesting, I love your accent.
Oh, thank you.
Because now you're originally from England, right? And then now you're in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that you still have the British accent a little bit, but have you gotten a sort of Southern accent at all?
Well, I remember when I came here, it was very, like, it was obviously really strong. It's still now a lot stronger at home, like with, my family. But when I was in high school, I remember, like, I would always, like, put on this American accent because, like, I would, like, say something and people would be like, oh, what was that? And then I'd, like, repeat it, like, thinking, oh, they didn't understand it. And they'll be like, oh, one more time. And then they'd just laugh, and I'd be like, oh, it's just because you wanted me to say it again.
And so what is going on with school and everything? I mean, obviously you have the tour, right? And then, did you graduate already?
Yeah, I graduated last year.
Last year, okay. So now you have the tour, and that's coming up, right? So are you excited about the tour? What are your feelings?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all, like, I think the tour is probably going to be, like, it's definitely something we're all looking forward to. I mean, in the show, it's something you, like, strive for top 10, because then you're going to go on tour. And I think it's just going to be a lot more fun, no more worrying about what judges are going to say or, we're just, like, singing for fans.
Yeah. And so finally, once you did the show, what was something you really missed from home? Was there anything that you just really wish that you could have had with you?
I definitely miss our dog, Shankly.
Okay.
We had him my brother has him, and we got him when he was really little and when a little puppy. So he was all cute and at his like biting stage, and now he's like a huge dog, and I haven't seen him since. So I'm excited to get home to see him.
Oh, so he's grown up a lot, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Okay, I lied. Second to last, finally. So obviously, I know the girls this season seemed really close. Mm-hmm. So were you and Jessica really close? Would you say?
Yeah, I was definitely close to Jessica, but I mean, she's a minor, so she was in school all the time, mm-hmm. and then she got off early before we did, so it was tough, like, seeing her, and then, but we saw her when we could, so it was fun.
So can you say who you're rooting for? Is there anybody in particular?
Just both.
And you know what, Hollie, too, just as you mentioned, that the judges all kind of told you, let loose, get out there. Is there anything you do to, like, sort of do that? Do you...
I think it was just kind of like when the judges were like, well, you this and this and that, I was just kind of like, okay, let's just go prove them wrong, and you just want to get out there and just be like, you want to give them a reason not to say anything bad. So I think I was just like, I'm just going to do what I love to do and, just have fun.
So just not think about it so much, just sort of go out
exactly.
and do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Hollie, thank you so much for stopping by, and good luck. I know you're going to be performing. Are you a good dancer? Are you doing some of the dance moves?
I don't know. I guess I'll find out when America tells me.
Well, you're on a singing show, so I guess it doesn't matter. Well, thanks so much, Hollie, for stopping by.
Thank you.